It's time now for a look at the latest in local news. In the news, the City Jesup Commissioners met Tuesday for their Jesup City Council regular monthly meeting. City Jesup officials still searching for answers as to what was the cause of that fire at 204 North Palm Street, which occurred back on January 6th, and why did it take until January 24th to find that deceased body inside the building. WIFO spent a good portion of Tuesday on the phone with the GBI agents, GBI Crime Lab, State Fire Marshal's Office, still nothing. City officials Tuesday say they've not received any information as of yesterday. Crime Lab will not release the details of the autopsy, and the State Fire Marshal's Office says the cause of the fire is still under investigation. Again, in their press release dated January 20th, City Manager Nick Ellis, whose signature is on that press release, states that the City of Jesup is dedicated to obtaining the facts and reviewing the policies and procedures of the fire department in order to adequately address this incident and future structure fires. Reinhardt and Sons Funeral Home has released the man's obituary, and a private memorial service will be held by the family. His name is Mark Hampton Osborne, age 48, of Jesup, 1994 graduate of Wayne County High School, was a father, an uncle, a brother, a son. His mother, Shirley Jackson Osborne, preceded him in death. His obit reads he joined the Memorial Baptist Church and was baptized at an early age. Some favorite hobbies were studying the life of JFK and anything political, poker, and collecting baseball cards. He excelled in selling automobiles. Survivors are his children, stepchildren, and grandchildren. Father James Vicky Osborne, sister Teresa DeWitt Scarborough, and Deborah James Dodge, a brother John Osborne, several nieces and nephews, and a special aunt, Glenda Osborne, special friend Greg Tyre. Once again, Reinhardt and Sons Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements. A private memorial service will be held by the family. Once again, still a lot more unanswered questions than answers, but again, WIFO family will continue to find answers to some of these important questions. Hopefully, the City of Jesup will follow through with their investigation on when this man's body was in that house on 204 North Palm Street. How long was his body there before being discovered on January the 24th? Once again, nothing yet from the GBI Crime Lab about the results of the autopsy. They say that may not be released for several weeks. Cause of the fire also not released at this time. State Fire Marshal's Office yesterday says again it's under investigation. We'll be back with some other news from Tuesday's City Council meeting. We'll do it right after this word from our sponsor, the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Jesup City Commissioners met Tuesday for their regular monthly meeting. The City Commissioners and City Manager and Mayor Ralph Hickok getting ready for their city retreat. They've changed the date and location of that retreat. It will now take place at City Hall. Dates are Friday and Saturday, March 28th and 29th. City says they have several items on their agenda and will be discussing budget and meeting with department heads, and all that taking place at their city retreat, once again at City Hall, Friday and Saturday, March 28th and 29th. On the agenda last night, fire station renovations for Station 1 and new construction station for number 2. Building Inspector Don Heron and Fire Chief Josh Huffman on hand for the discussion. Fire Station number 2 is in the architectural design phase, while Fire Station number 1 renovations are in the draft phase. City plans to work within their city leadership for general contracting and subcontract work. Fire training standards are being enhanced. Chief Huffman and Captain Alex Mason are on hand to discuss cost and potential needs that could be addressed immediately. Also, there's a consideration of a training agreement for new hires within the department. Under new business, a discussion about residential garbage truck repairs. Residential garbage trucks are in need of repair. They state the cost is over $40,000. Council approved to seek estimates and bids and asked the city manager to provide them with a budget update on how the cost of repairs compares to the cost of a new truck. The McMillan Creek Greenway Mallard Park on the agenda. Commissioners approved Sam Shanklin to assist with upgrades to the Greenway project. City approved $7,500 to start the work on the project in the city. The pre-bid conference for the City of Jesup East Jesup Store Improvement Project took place on Tuesday. The city announced last night that those bids will be opened on Tuesday, March the 4th at 10 a.m. They state the information will be available on the City Jesup website and also the Georgia procurement site. And the city's youth council plans to travel to Atlanta to participate in the GMA Youth Forum. The dates February 28th and March the 2nd. Let's look at your city council meeting from Tuesday. We'll come back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes and news. The Wayne County Board of Tourism gearing up for this weekend's Hog Jam. Statewide hunt begins this Friday at 2 p.m. February 21st will end on Sunday, February 23rd at 12 noon at the JC Fairgrounds. Registration for the hunt will close at 6 p.m. on Friday, February 21st at 6 p.m. with on-site registration available at the hunt headquarters at the JC Fair building. Online registration will be open through 4 p.m. this Friday. Registration is $50 for bow or gun hunters, or hunters can pay $100 to hunt in both categories. Hunters 16 and under hunt free with a registered adult hunter. All hogs must be weighed in the J.C. Fairgrounds in Jesup, but participants can hunt anywhere in the state or any of the connecting states. They have legal permission to do so. Hunters must be in line at weigh-in by 12 noon this Sunday or they're disqualified. Participants are responsible for knowledge of the rules. Hunting includes a special category for wounded warriors, which will be on hand to participate in this event. Again, if they state if you're interested in sponsoring a wounded warrior this weekend, simply contact the Tourism Board office at 912-427-3233. Registration rules are available online through active.com, or registration forms can be printed from the Tourism Board website, waynetourism.com. And it's the Wayne County Tourism's Hog Jam this weekend, February 21st through the 23rd. Again, headquarters at the J.C. Fair building. Georgia lawmakers are considering a bill that would get rid of school speed zone cameras. The bill would roll back a 2018 law that allows speed cameras in school zones to track vehicle speeds, photograph license plates, and issue citations. Lawmakers say sometimes these cameras are flawed, issuing tickets outside of school hours or to vehicle owners who are not even driving at the time. They also claim the system has become more about generating revenue rather than ensuring safety, as it brings in millions of dollars each year. Critics of the bill argue that cameras serve as a deterrent, and getting rid of them would put children at greater risk. If passed, the bill would ban the use of speed cameras in school zones. While it doesn't outline a direct replacement, some lawmakers suggest increased police patrols in these areas instead. Republican Dale Washburn introduced the bill this week, saying the system is wrong, abusive, and needs to be stopped. He says he has 6 grandchildren, and child safety says it's important to all of us, but he says in many cases there are no kids walking to school when these cameras are being operated. The bill has more than 100 co-sponsors, needs 91 votes to pass in the House. We'll be checking in with State Representative Buddy DeLoach this morning as we continue to get updates from the legislative session from our local state representatives. Mondays with State Representative Stephen Meeks, Tuesday with State Senator Blake Tillery, and Wednesdays with State Representative Buddy DeLoach. And we're set to talk with Buddy this morning on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, have a great day.